What's up, doll collectors, hobbyists, fabs, and besties? I'm Toya, an adult doll collector. Welcome to my miniverse. And welcome back for part 2 of the new Kawaii mini brands that are hitting stores. In part 1, we checked out mini brands create Kawaii bouquets to see if they were a good size for the dolls, and we made a little flower stand. And today, we're checking out Zuru mini brands create Kawaii Kitchen. I paid $9.99 per capsule. On the side, there's an illustration of the minis, and the fine print says may contain cream glue and UV glue. But the question is, are these a good size for our 1/6 scale world? Let's head over to our mini kitchen and find out. Okay, so we're in the kitchen and ready to check out a few new minis. So let's pull the tab, remove the outer wrapper, pull the next tab, remove the inner wrapper, and open the round, not so useful capsule that could be square and stackable to get 4 paper bags and a little booklet with information on how to change batteries. There are some warnings on one of the paper bags. Use under adult supervision, contents are not edible or drinkable. Store away from the kitchen, not to be mixed with real food. Keep away from young children. You know me, I always gotta read the fine print. In our first bag, I got a collector's guide letting us know that there are 10 minis in this collection, which are pizza and pancakes, matcha tea and a hamburger, sushi and donuts, a charcuterie board and bubble tea, tacos, and a super rare rainbow cake. I'm just hoping to get one that will work with the dolls. In the bag, we also have a UV light. It looks like a cookie sandwich, has an on and off switch in the back, and we get a pair of tongs that can totally work with the dolls. I'm assuming this is how we are supposed to handle all the minis to stop glue and stuff from getting on our hands. And like we've seen with other similar capsules, we might get these too with everyone. And you know what? Since they can easily make working lights, I would love to see working lamps for home decor without the UV. Just throwing that out there. In the next bag we have, is that a board? As in a charcuterie board? Yes! Yes, it is. This is kind of cute. It's shaped like a cloud, it has a little face, and a wood grain. The texture is on the back as well, and the size looks pretty good with the dolls. So far, this one looks promising. We got a box of cheese, and I totally need to see what it looks like. It's a little wedge with a face on it. It has a couple holes and no face on the back, so if you want a faceless option, you can just flip it over. Then we have a bottle of glue, which is supposed to be honey, but remember, it's not edible. In the next bag, we have a tiny dipping bowl or a sauce bowl. It's white and super small. We have a small container that says meat platter. Let's open that and see what it is. It's a little flour and some slices. What is that, pepperoni or salami? I don't know. And in the last bag, there's a tiny little bag of crackers. They're hearts and have little faces. And we have a clear plastic container of Cutie Fruities. Very happy to see this. I love seeing fruits and veggies in the doll world. On the other side of the collector's guide, there's a list of all items included and some instructions. We're supposed to use the UV glue and the UV light to attach everything to the board. But since UV glue and I do not get along, I'm going to use gloss Mod Podge that says non-toxic and brush on a thin layer of glue and add the cheese right into the glue, then the bowl for the dip or honey. Pick up the slices, add them onto the side of the cheese, making sure there is still some glue there. Add more glue if needed, and then we're just gonna stack and overlap them, adding more glue as we go. Then add the crackers, which all have different little faces. Again, making sure we have enough glue to keep everything in place. I got a little messy with the glue, but I want to make sure we can see all those faces. Let's add the little meat rows on the end. Now we can add the fruit, and I would suggest being careful not to drop them because it doesn't look like you get extras, so you don't want to lose any. However, I think the blueberries are a little larger than what the picture shows. Yeah, definitely. So I ended up with an extra because I couldn't find a place to put it on the board. Now color on a plastic surface with a washable marker, mix it with a little Mod Podge, and apply the glue to the bowl. Then allow it to dry. It's been about an hour. The glue hasn't completely cleared up yet in the dipping bowl, but I think everything is on there pretty good. And yeah, I think this one totally works with the dolls. So let's try another one. I'm removing the wrappers, opening the capsule, tearing open the bag, and we've got Boba. This is Boba Bliss Milk Tea Glue, so a bottle of resin, whipped cream glue with a nozzle, and we have a pink straw with a bow attachment. The straw is not hollow. There's a clear cup with a lid. The cup has a face. There's a sleeve. It feels like a thin plastic. I have a bag of bobas and cookies. It feels like there's one cookie in there. I have a bag of ice cubes, a container of nuts, which is sand, and there's a leaf in there as well. We get pink tongs and a light, and we get a placemat as well. To make this set without the resin, it might be a little more difficult because we have to fill the cup. And I think the cup looks a little large for our 1/6 scale world. So what should we do? Maybe we can color the inside of our cup with a washable marker. And if you're thinking, Toya, why don't you just use the resin? Y'all, I've tried resin products before and I just can't deal with the smell. But I love minis, so I try to come up with an alternative. I added a couple of drops of Mod Podge, and let's just mix it all up and coat the inside of the cup. Then maybe we can add a few of the bobas that look like black beads. Let's drop a few of them in and stick them to the walls. I'm gonna lay it down and allow it to dry a little. While we wait, I cut up a clear glue stick to make crushed ice. Then let's check on the cup. The beads are staying, so let's add more to the other side and allow them to dry. This is drying just a little too clear, so I put a tiny drop of white paint in Mod Podge, and I'm gonna add it to the back. I don't think that's it either. All right, let's just clean it all out, which is actually a little bit of work. But now I'm gonna mix the marker with the Mod Podge and a tiny little piece, a little bit of paint. Paint the inside of the cup with the mixture, add the bobas around the edge just like before, and allow it to dry. All right, it's been drying for a while. It's not completely done, but I think it definitely looks better. I mix more paint, glue, and marker, then add our hot glue ice, then use it to fill the cup, and I think it's starting to look all right. At this size, I think we might be able to use it in our 1/6 scale world. But if I add the lid, it definitely looks a little large to me. Since I am making this for my dolls, I'm gonna leave the lid off. The instructions want us to add the cream glue, the cookie, the nuts, and the leaf. But since I'm already taking artistic liberties, I'm just gonna add the straw and I'm gonna cut it down a little and place it in the cup. I added a couple of large ice cubes at the top with clear Mod Podge. Now we just need to wait for it to dry and hope for the best. Pull the tab off the adhesive for the sleeve, then overlap the ends and connect them to give the cup sunglasses. I like the little can of nuts. That's something we can throw in our doll pantry and use for other projects. Oh yeah, and we have a cookie. I'm going to carefully cut it open across the top. I had to cut it a lot lower, but now I have a bag to keep the cookie in, so it looks like the doll bought it separate as a snack. Then set it up on the placemat for a little treat. When it comes to our 1/6 scale world, it looks like scale is going to vary. Some items might work as is, and others might be a little large. Let's open one more and hope that it's not a double. I wouldn't mind seeing the pancakes, the pizza, or the rainbow cake. That feels like a box for, yeah, the pizza. It's a plastic box with a sticker on the front and all around for the details on the box. And when we open it, there's a heart pizza inside. with a slice cut out, and it's flexible. And it has a little face. We also get a pizza paddle. It's pink, has a wood grain, and says pizza. And we get a piece of plastic. In the other bags we find a little pizza spatula, pink tongs, the collector's guide with instructions on how to make a pizza with a lifted slice. We get toppings like mushrooms and basil, which are super tiny, and a bag of olives. We have a tiny container and it says salami, and we have a bottle of cheese resin, as well as the cookie light. For our cheese, I'm using a pale yellow and vintage white acrylic paint. And let's just mix them with a little Mod Podge to get the color that I want. Place the plastic right onto the heart-shaped board. Place the pizza on top, then the little spatula, and the pizza slice. That's actually pretty smart. We're making our own little frozen moment mini. Since we're not using the resin, I'm going to use a little hot glue to make some lines for the cheese for extra support. Then add the glue and paint mixture over the whole pizza. Open the toppings and add them to the wet paint. Making sure to add a few, take two. Making sure to add a few to the slice. Add the mushrooms, which are so perfectly tiny. Then there's the basil, which looks like a glossy paper. I'm using my tweezers from home because the other ones feel a tiny bit clunky. Then we have heart-shaped olives in green and black that we can place on the pizza. Allow it to dry, and we've got a mini pizza for the dolls. I think the details are really cute, and I think the scale works with the dolls. I like the kawaii frozen moment, and we can place the pizza back in the box. These two are my favorites, the pizza and the charcuterie board. The drinks might be a little overscale when it comes to our 1/6 scale world, but let us know what you think in the comments down below. Our Zuru mini brands create Kawaii Kitchen capsules, a buy or a pass. Thank you for joining us while we checked out a few new minis. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell and follow us on Instagram and YouTube at MyFroggyStuff and Bella of MyFroggyStuff on Instagram. And we will see you next time. Bye!